In this video, I want to talk about the things that I don't like about my 2019 F-250. Now, I want to start off by saying that I absolutely love this truck, and I'm a huge F-Series fan. I got an F-250 and an F-150, and I do love F-Series trucks. But with that said, there's a few things that I think can be approved relatively cheaply, and really wouldn't cost Ford that much money to do or make an adjustment with. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. The number one thing, well, not the number one, but the first thing that I don't like about the 2019 F-250, this is an STX, by the way. This only applies to STX trucks or XL trucks. The number one thing that I don't like is the fact that there is no power seat. Not necessarily just a power seat, though. A seat that goes up and down. Even if it were mechanical and it can go up, that would be a huge benefit for the Super Duty truck. Being as large as this truck is, I'm sure there's a lot of short drivers who would be in the XL type of class who would benefit greatly from having a seat that can go up and down, even if it had to be mechanical. I understand that you're making a sacrifice by going with an XL truck, that you're not going to get the power seat. But how much more would it cost to just either give it the power seat? I mean, that's not a huge thing nowadays in 2019. It should be standard that every vehicle has a power seat. Not a big deal. But either give it a power seat or somehow give it a mechanical way of going up and down. I don't have a problem with pulling this lever on the bottom of the seat to move it forward to backward, or even if the passenger seat couldn't go up and down. But for the driver's seat, I think it should be able to go up and down so that any potential driver can get it into the truck and operate the truck. The reason I want the power seat is not because I'm short, but when I'm plowing snow, I like to put the seat higher so that I can have a better commanding view of the road and I can see the plow better. And it doesn't, that plow goes down and kind of disappears under the front end of this huge front end of this truck. And having a power seat will make a huge difference as far as visibility goes when plowing, because then you're sitting up higher and you can see out of your windows better. You can see down to the ground a lot better the higher you sit. So having a power seat would be great in this situation. The second thing that I dislike about the truck, let me climb in here. I should have got running boards and that was my fault. But the second thing that I don't like about the truck is with the infotainment system, there's a lot of lag between what is being said and what you hear through the radio. So I got this video pulled up here and I want to just show you guys how much lag there is, and this goes for all Ford trucks. I hear that it's a lot of the big three vehicles have this issue. A lot of vehicles in general have this issue, that there's just lag in the system. Now, my old Super Duty had a Bluetooth radio and it was an older Microsoft system. It had a few issues with it, but it didn't have any lag. The sync between, if you were to watch a YouTube video or a movie or something, if you're sitting, obviously not driving, the words would be perfect, just about perfect with the video. But there's about 2 seconds of delay where the person's lips might be moving and you won't see, the words won't match the lips, and it's kind of distracting if you pull up to a stop, or not even a stop sign, but if you pull up to a parking lot, if you're watching a quick video before you jump out of the truck and it's playing through your system, or maybe you have kids in the back and maybe they're watching a movie or something on a tablet, it's going through the Bluetooth and they're watching a movie and nothing's lining up, nothing matches up. Maybe you're in a passenger seat and someone's driving you and you're trying to watch a video and nothing lines up. I think it's a little ridiculous that in 2019 the Bluetooth system still has lag. So here's a video if you can see how much lag there is.
So here's a shot of the vehicle. It's my 2018 F-150. So Larry, a lot of you guys already know.
It's kind of silly in my opinion that a vehicle in this price point, and it doesn't matter what level you get, if it's a limited, if it's a platinum, if it's a Lariat, there's going to be the same infotainment system. It's going to have lag. So whoever made this system should have somehow made it so it doesn't have that kind of lag. It's almost like an outdated Bluetooth chip or something inside of the radio. So that is complaint number 2. Complaint number 3 has to do with the camera system. Now, the camera's great. You get this beautiful 360-degree camera, forward facing. I got a plow on there, so you just see the plow. But I think I might relocate that camera later. But again, you can go through the different cameras. You can see the front end view. There's a plow again. You can look down into the bed of the truck. That's really cool. It's great that you can do this on the XL trim level as well. But one of the complaints about the camera is the fact that it turns off at 3 miles per hour. Understand there's a safety concern. You don't want this thing on at, say, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, 25 even. But 3 miles an hour is literally the speed of someone walking down the street. So it's like, I don't know. I don't understand why it has cut off at such a low speed. Maybe have an off-road mode where if you're off-roading or something like that, you can still see your forward-facing camera. I know the older Raptors had that feature. But to turn off your camera at 3 miles per hour is a little bit excessive on the safety side. Again, I know it needs some kind of safety procedure so people don't just turn on their cameras while you're driving. But maybe it'd be nice if you could see down into your bed of your truck while you're driving. I think GM actually has it set up to where you can see either inside of the bed of your truck, or I think they have it set up to where you can look behind you and see your hitch while you're driving down the road, and it'll turn off after a certain amount of seconds. But I think if you're keeping it under 15 or 20 miles an hour, to have that lifted to like maybe that speed would be appreciated by a lot of people who would like to have the camera. Maybe if you're plowing snow and you just want your camera on, maybe you want to see the rear view here, and then you want to see the bird's eye view, and you just want to leave it on. I don't see why that's a big deal or why that would be a problem. But that is complaint number 3. I think that is pretty much it for complaints with the truck. Everything else about it, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, that's pretty much it. And I think for a truck, that's pretty good to only have 3 real complaints. That's pretty much it. Everything else, I mean, I got the STX package. It's got power windows, cloth interior. It's not heated or anything, but that's plenty for me. I mean, I don't need much more than this. 4-wheel drive, shift on the fly, steering wheel controls, cruise control, voice activation. That's going to be complaint number 4 is voice activation. Don't put something in the truck that's not really that good. And voice activation is one of those things that's just not good at all. With all the different technologies out here right now, I don't know, partner up with somebody that actually has technology, whether it's Apple, Google, Amazon, somebody, Bixby, Samsung, somebody that actually builds a quality voice control system, or spend a couple $100 million or whatever you got to spend on making a good system. This system's so outdated and so primitive. The voice control, no one uses. I mean, who uses voice control in their Ford vehicle? It's just not a good system. It maybe understands a few very direct, distinct things that you probably have to look in the manual to figure out exactly what to say to your truck using voice control. But I mean, I don't understand the point of it. By the time you used it and figured it out, it's easier just to do everything manually while driving. Then the point would be to make it safer while driving, a solution to use safer while driving. But when you use the system, it's absolutely horrendous system to use. I don't know anyone who uses their voice control that's built in the truck. Whereas Alexa has a really good voice control that could be used if it were somehow tailored to a video or to a vehicle, where if it were somehow tailored to a vehicle and you could somehow say, Alexa, set my temperature in the truck to 70 degrees. Alexa, roll down my window. Or even if it weren't called Alexa, a system like Alexa would be great inside of a vehicle, where you could say, Alexa, whatever, and it can actually do commands inside the vehicle. That would be cool. But what this does, I don't even know. It's not a good system at all. So that would be my last complaint, would be voice control. Aside from that, I'm pretty much happy with the truck. I got my plow on here. Got some weight in the back to kind of balance out the plow. Pretty much happy. I enjoy driving it. I got 430 gears. It's a 6.2 liter V8, great engine. That's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. And comment below, share this video if you like this content, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.